just can't stop, won't stop hustling.
Grinders and grindets, greetings and salutations. I go by the name of the Black Abstract. We got to talk about this, man. LeBron James. Listen, I wanted to talk about this yesterday. Didn't get around a chance to doing it. I was trying to upload the power video and I was having technical difficulties. But listen, we all know and seen the video of LeBron James and Isaiah Stewart, the little scuffle they got into. And apparently they just decided to suspend LeBron James and Isaiah Stewart. And this is the first time LeBron James has ever been suspended in his 19-year career after the incident Sunday with Pistons center Isaiah Stewart. They said in a statement on Monday that Stewart has been suspended for 2 games without pay for escalating an on-court altercation by repeatedly and aggressively pursuing Los Angeles Lakers for LeBron James. James was suspended for 1 game without pay for recklessly hitting Stewart in the face. We all seen the scuffle. We all seen the melee. And listen, I know it's a lot of people on my channel that don't like LeBron James. That's just the crowd I got on the subscribers I got. I got a melting pot of subscribers on my channel. I got they got the regular, the black folk that's into like the power stuff. Then when I get into like political type stuff, you got that people. When I post something about LeBron James, whoo, they get so, especially if I'm disagreeing with LeBron, oh man, they get so up in arms, boy. We know I'm talking about, the racists. But hey, listen, man, I welcome everybody to the channel. I just say be respectful in the comments. But listen, a lot of people don't like, this is what I feel though. If you don't like LeBron James for his off-court decision making or whatever he decides to roll with, like you know how I feel about BLM and all that shit. It has nothing to do with his on-court shit. And a lot of people like, well, this is cheap shot. Listen, this is basketball. This is new generation basketball. This ain't even like 90s basketball. This is like soft porn compared to the shit they used to do when all of the greats was playing, like Bird and Rodman, and they even say it like this shit is soft now. Like back then, dude, you had a player, like one of the greatest sports injuries of all time came from a basketball player. Old boy from the Celtics hit somebody from the Celtics, I think. From the Lakers, he was from the Lakers. He hit a Celtics guy and he had to have reconstruction. Look it up. He had to have like reconstructive face surgery. He hit him so hard. They said the equivalent of him hitting somebody was like a locomotive hitting this guy in the face. That's how fast he was running and hitting this dude. He hit this dude, man. Ended dude's career, the players, and then that dude career got ended because that backlash, he never laid that down. Yeah, this is soft porn. Listen, if you really watch basketball, they elbow each other and do all kinds of fuck shit. It's just part of the game. So this happened to be, I guess, dude, I don't know if dude had a cut already, or if LeBron scratched him or he cut him, or he just hit him that hard, it split his shit open. Dude got soft skin. But, yeah, it was a cheap shot. And I'm not overlooking that. Yeah, I mean, obviously you shouldn't be doing it in sports per se, but at the end of the day, everybody does this. This is just normal shit. It's normal. Just like in boxing, they headbutt. It's always something dirty in sports that happen. It's just you stick it out. It's just it's like an unwritten rule. You just don't fucking say shit about it, and you do. And then you got some players that do say shit. Oh, he's hitting. You know what I mean? Like they'll tell a ref, oh, he's doing this. Like that's sucker shit. That's why the greats would be like, yo, it's soft now. It's so soft. And why a lot of players probably wouldn't have made it back then, because it was super physical. Like if you ever hear a person say that in an interview, they're not gonna come on and say we was beating the shit out of each other. They're gonna say it was more physical in my day. Like look at all interviews with Scottie Pippen or something, and he'll act there. Or if a player, they ask an older player, what's the difference between basketball now and then, they'll be like, oh, it was more physical. And you be like, what the hell that mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? The casual person, it was more physical. What does that mean? Like, they running the same, like, no, he mean it was physical. They was doing everything under the sun. They was going just short of stabbing and shooting each other. But yeah, it was a cheap shot. It was. LeBron James, I don't know what he said. I know LeBron James does have a fucking reputation for saying slick shit out his mouth. and a lot of people don't test him because he is a big dude. But this dude Isaiah Stewart had he's a pussy. I'm gonna just say it like this. Dude pussy. He had every opportunity when the shit first happened to do something to LeBron James. And I don't know if it wasn't leaking as bad. He was kind of just like, it is what it is. When LeBron was like, yo, whatever he was doing when he was motioning like this and he was talking to him when it first happened, I don't know if he apologized. He was like, yo, my bad. And then dude leaking it. But if he wanted to do something, he had every opportunity to do it. It was just like shot kicked in, and then he saw how much blood was coming. He was just like, oh no, fuck, I gotta do. He didn't want to look like a bitch. But what you did was make yourself look like a retard. Like you just made yourself look worse. Like you doing all this, you're not gonna get to him. You're not. You're not gonna get to LeBron James. And then you got Westbrook and all these guys trying to posture and act tough. Anthony Davis. And I don't know what was being said on the court. Emotions were high, but dude, you just made the Isaiah Stewart was just like, bro, you just look pussy. You made yourself look pussy, and you could have just been a bigger person in the situation. You know what I'm saying? And I understand you was leaking, but I don't think he didn't intentionally make you bleed. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't intentionally mean to make you bleed. Yeah, he might have hit you. He might have hit you intentionally, but he didn't intend for it to go like this. But you could have been a bigger person. Like, yo, you know what? It's all good. Close the joint up and went to the back and probably been out. They could have sold this shit up and you could have been out playing again, or you could have just set out the rest of the game. But all this, like, you was selling wolf tickets. That's what it looked like to me. You was selling wolf tickets. Now why it did make for it was great entertainment yesterday because I was just like, look at him, he trying to get him. He was really like, and I like how he'll play it off too. He was like, all right, I'm good. Listen, I'm good. And then just take off and shit. You know what I'm saying? He did that shit like 3 times. I said, yo, he is a nut job. But when you look at it as a whole, like, bro, it was pussy shit, bro. Like it was straight pussy shit. Like, what are you doing all that for? You selling wolf tickets when he was right in front of your face. If you wanted to haul off or get at him, you could have got him. You wait till people get in the middle and intervene and in between, or somebody was like, damn, nigga. That's what it probably happened. They're like, damn, nigga, your shit leaking, bruh. Yo, he got your ass. Niggas probably was like, oh, hell no. No, I'm going to get you. Like, trying to act tough and shit. But when it initially happened, he hit your ass. You got up, you stood there for a minute. And then you got up. He was right there. He's like, yo, man, whatever he was saying, you could have just like clack. I ain't trying to hear none of that, bruh. We gotta square up. And but you didn't do that. So it's just pussy shit. But they wind up both getting ejected from the game. And dude didn't have to get ejected. He was on the receiving end of the shit, but he wound up making himself. And he lucky the league could have came down harder on him for real if they wanted to. He should be lucky he only got just a 2-game suspension because they could have got him the fuck out of there, dude. That shit could have been, if that shit would have got any worse, like the Malice in the Palace or what is it? Yeah, the Malice in the Palace. Oh, he would have been out of here. No question about it. He would have been the fuck gone. And listen, I'm not excusing LeBron James' behavior. My only issue with that is he got caught. When you take them cheap shots, don't get caught. Listen, it happens. It's basketball. It's sports. Every sport they do it. They play. It's dirty shit. I know what you think. Oh, it's unsport. Shut up. You never played sports before. It's part of the fucking game. But anyway, yeah, they suspended these fools without pay though. So at the end of the day, they all sitting home. I know LeBron James probably don't give a shit. He probably could use the rest. He old now. But at the end of the day, these two should be lucky. That's all they got was a suspension. You know they not gonna do nothing with LeBron James, obviously, but dude should be lucky he got his job. And I just think that he's soft at the end of the day. He definitely could have, if he wanted to pop off for real, he could have popped off, but he didn't do that. So anyway, post your comments below. Let me know what you guys think about it, whether you agree or disagree with me. Let's have a healthy discussion in the comments. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so we can do this again. If you need merch, iamtrill.com. Peace.